Shalom. We'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. I am your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Today's lesson is on Job 2 and 5. And it reads, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains. You see, small shall they leap. We're talking about chariots. Chariots of the Most High. When they show up, they're going to cover the entire sky, all over the entire sky. They're going to block out the sun. It's going to be so many chariots all across the sky, so many different sizes, big, small, little, and all of them can make themselves bigger or smaller as they choose, you see. And so it's going to be amazing things to see that. You see, like the noise of a flame of fire, you see, that thrusting sound, like rockets and stuff, like thermonuclear rockets, those two gonna be coming because it's going to, when the day of the Lord, when you have thermonuclear missiles raining down all on Idumea, Babylon, America, and you have the chariots firing thermonuclear lasers, okay? Boom, boom, boom. And we talking about devastating, heavenly, divine power. You see, that shall not lose, and that shall not miss. You see? And so, that's what's coming. That's what's coming. A noise of flame, of fire that devours the stubble. You see? And Esau is Edom. The heathens and the 2/3 are the stubble that shall be burnt up, okay? As a strong people set in battle array. You see, a strong people, that means a defiant force to be reckoned with. You see, you're going to read some of the precepts inside of that for this. Okay, we're going Nahum, this is chapter 2, verse 3. The shield of his mighty men is made red. You see, with what? The blood of the enemy. The valiant men are in scarlet. The chariots shall be with flaming torches. You see, in the day, we talking about ICBM missiles and chariots. You see, destroying Babylon of his preparation, and the fir trees, you see, shall be terribly shaken. And I think those fir trees, those are what, over in Lebanon? I think those in Lebanon? Yeah, I think they might be. This is verse 2. The chariots shall rage in the streets. You see, those talking about cars. They shall jostle one against another in the broadways. They shall seem like torches, talking about the headlights. They shall run like lightning. You see, many have used that. I've seen this verse here. Okay, verse 4 used to represent cars colliding together, people crashing in the streets and stuff. This is chapter 3, verse 2. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. Now, we're talking about a mighty thing that's happening, that's going on. We're talking about wartime. This is not a time of peace. We're talking about a time of power, coming together, thrusting and doing and being and destroying. You see, flexing power. That's what this is talking about. Verse 3. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword, okay, and the glittering spear, you see, to do battle. We're talking about chariots and thermonuclear missiles. Chariots and thermonuclear missiles. Both coming at Idumea. And there is a multitude of slain. You see? Slain. Laid out. On the day of the Lord, the slain shall be many. Thus saith the Lord. What is that? Isaiah 66 and 15? Or 65 and 15? I always get that mixed up. Okay, and that's what's coming. You see, the slain. shall be many. When you have dead bodies laying all over here and there from the other things, remember, you're going to have pestilence. You're going to have different viruses and diseases that's going to cause people to drop dead bodies here and there. You're going to have all types of things that's going to be going on. People hollering, people screaming, people being killed. All these different things are going to be going on. People being beat, raped. All these different things are going to be going on. In the wars, they do get children. Children are going to be taken up, gathered, kidnapped, raped. All these things are going to be happening during the time of war times. During the time when World War III is in full effect, it's going to be hell for everyone. Jacob's troubles. Jacob's troubles. You see, it's going to be trouble for the whole world, not just Jacob. You see, and the slain shall be many, right? And a great number of carcasses. You see, dead bodies, laying over here, laying over there, dead bodies, and the stench and the smell of dead bodies. I used to be a building manager of an apartment building back in the day, and this old guy, his body was stinking. He was inside his apartment. He had caught a heart attack or something and died. And for like 4 or 5 days, and he was rotting, and his head was leaning on a radiator, and I didn't know it. And it was cold outside, so I turned on the heat. His his skull busted. Pop! And all them dead fluids came all down the radiator, was all over the floor, and leaking through the floor down into the basement. Woo! Yeah, man. And there is none, and of their carcasses. You see? And of their carcasses. You see, they stumble upon their carcasses. You see, it's going to be dead bodies in there everywhere. There's not going to be any time for the those that are in mourning to bury the dead. Over there right now in the war-torn areas right now, they have someone to go around and gather up the bodies and do these different things. But wait till when the times come, when it's Jacob's troubles for America. Just wait. And they're going to be using those DARPA robots, those eater robots that's going to be going around eating up the flesh of dead bodies. That's how they're going to get their energy, their fuel, by eating dead bodies. Those robots are going to be out and about, and that's going to be a horrible thing to see. Some robot going around just eating up dead bodies, and that's not going to prevent them from eating a live body too. You get caught up. You see, these things are coming. Revelation chapter 9, verse 9. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron. You see? Because it's wartime. And the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses. Like thunder. When the Lord comes with all the chariots, the angels. Remember, Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. The Lord, when he comes, he's going to empty out all the host of all the angels in the kingdom of heaven when he comes. You see, like the noise of we're going to start off into this. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 24. Therefore, as the fire devours the stubble, Esau is Edom, and the heathens and the 2/3 will be stubble. You see? Look forward to it. And the flame consumed the chaff. You see? That's how hot it's going to be. Like fire, just like a besom, just sweeping the land. You see, when you see those videos of those bombs, those nuclear bombs or thermal or atomic bomb blow up, it sweeps across the whole land. Everything in its path, that percussion sweeps across the whole land. Just the sound and the pressure of the explosion destroys houses and buildings and flips cars and trucks. Imagine once the fire comes behind it and devour everything within its path. That's what's coming to America. I'd like to take the time to remind you to press the like button. Go ahead and press the like button. That helps out for the algorithms of this YouTube channel. And also, if you would, please, press the subscription button. Go ahead and press the subscription button and the notification bell, so that way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. Remember, as good shepherds of the Lord, our job, as always, is to what? Feed the sheep. Make sure that the sheep has good grazing grounds and pastures for the sheep to graze. That is our job, as always, to feed the sheep. Now let's get back into the word, Thawada. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 24. You see, so their root shall be as rottenness. That means no good. That means that means they're dead plants while they stand. They dead. And their blossoms shall go up as dust. You see? You see, disintegrated. They're no good. They're no good, wilted. Because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts. You see, and despises the word of the Holy One of Israel. You see, they did not obey the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments with judgments. They didn't. So, and the penalty for that, what? Death, death, death. Okay, make it real clear. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 30. And the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard. You see, when he utters his voice. I did a video about that, I think last year or something. When he utters his voice, you see, the sound when he speaks, like many waters of multitudes of peoples, when who Yahweh Shem Yahushua speaks, you see, and shall shoot the lightning down of his arm. That means like power, shooting down thermonuclear lasers. You see, is on his way. Is on his way to destroy Idumea with the indignation of his anger. You see, those thermonuclear lasers and missiles, rockets coming down upon America, upon Idumea, and with the flame of a devouring fire. You see, that nuclear wind that comes when those ICBMs explode. That percussion, that wave, that besom that sweeps the land. All that is what's coming to Idumea, America. You see, look forward to it. Flames of fire. You see, America's going to turn into the lake of fire. And with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest, you see, and hailstones. All these things is coming. All that sounds like straight up nuclear weaponry and fallout. Gamma ray and all these different things. People gonna getting sick. You know, people gonna have to drink a lot of applesauce. You know, because there's that pectin that's inside of applesauce that fights off gamma ray sickness, radiation sickness. That plus those, I forgot the name of those pills that people have to take when they get radiation sickness. The government has ordered a whole bunch of, over a few years ago, they ordered a whole bunch of that stuff to the point where it was on the news. They're getting ready. Are you? Are we? You see? Matthew chapter 3, verse 12. Whose fan is in his hand? You see? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat. Now, who's his wheat? Us. Israel is the wheat. The terror are those that look like us, but they're not. They're Edomites or heathen nations, you see. To gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. You see? Unquenchable fire. That's them thermonuclear winds. That's unquenchable fire. You see? That cannot be contained. It cannot be put out. You can't put it out. You see? You know, these here, that just like what burned down my house. One of those solar power generators, the lithium battery. It was an old lithium battery, you know, because I had it for a while. 4 years is a long time to be charging and discharging, charging and discharging a lithium battery. And when that thing got old, that joker swelled up and blew up. And when it caught fire, when these lithium batteries catch fire, the fire department can do nothing. They can't do nothing because it spits out lava. That's what they were spitting. I was looking at it. It was spitting out lava. And I had to run out of the bedroom. I had to run. You know, that was the only chance that I had. I had to run. And once I ran out of there, that was it. In less than 15 seconds, it was a raging wall of fire and black smoke. And what nothing I can do but run towards, I couldn't even get my keys to get to open up the bars. I had to run for the top front porch and yell fire and fire. And my neighbors, they heard me and they came running with a ladder to get me down. And the whole top of my house had burnt up. And I had a 2-family flat here in the city of Detroit. So you brothers, you want to sit up and be namby-pamby? If Yahweh is not doing things to take you through the fires of purification, to take you through the furnace of adversity, if he ain't burning your house down and taking your this and doing your that, well, maybe he might not be working with you if you ain't going through nothing. If you sitting all pretty, talking about other brother Thompson, yeah, well, maybe he was judging you. Well, maybe he ain't working with you if he ain't doing nothing to you. If you are Yahweh's son or you his daughter, then guess what? He gonna take you through some things. He will not let you be a bastard child. You understand? He gonna strengthen you, harden you, and he gonna make your forehead harder than their foreheads, harder than Adam and Stone. You see? If you his son, you his daughter, that's what he gonna do. He's Yahweh, our Father. You see? Job 2:2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and a thick darkness. We're talking about the day of the Lord. And that's what's coming. You see, many of you don't realize, you don't want to accept it. You caught up by Esau, Edom's world and his system of enchantments. Many of you still want to chase the American dream. You can forget about it. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I tried to chase it. It couldn't catch it. You can't catch it. It's like a phantom. It's here, it's there, and then it vanishes. And you're left with what? Nothing. You see? And of thick darkness as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people, a strong. There hath not been ever the like. You see, because what's coming has never been before. It's called Jacob's troubles. Neither shall be any more after it, even 2 years of many generations. Because this is it. You got to get yourself together now. Because if you don't, you shall be destroyed, slaughtered. You see, the 2/3, they shall not know the truth until after death by pain. What are you? Are you learning the truth now, or do you need to learn it after death by pain? You see, we're gonna read one more of this and go ahead. No, that's it right there. That's the end of these precepts. So we're gonna go ahead and end it off right there. Lord's willing, you were edified by the day's lesson. If not, I pray that you were provoked to thought to do better. And hopefully you've seen some precepts in this video that you may use to put together with some precepts that you have, that you may be able to make an edifying video to feed the sheep. As always, remember, as the Lord says to Simon Peter, if you love me, then feed my sheep. Okay? Feed my sheep. So brothers and sisters, stay strong. We ain't got very, very much longer. Only thing we got to do is maintain pushing this truth, maintain our strength, maintain calling on the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, maintain letting the others know about this truth. Let them know about the good news that Babylon is about to be destroyed. The wicked city, America, is about to be receiving all kinds of chariots and ICBMs and all kinds of things. You already got all these sleeper cells that's about to attack here in America. They've been coming in through the southern border, and remember what's going out amongst the internet on the feed is what the terrorists, the sleeper cells got planned. They let it known all out on the internet that they plan on hitting at least 10 cities and 10 different states at one time, all at once. You know how crazy things get when one guy goes off and go to shooting and stuff in a mall or public place and stuff. Well, imagine 10 cities where you got about 400 guys in each of those cities in 10 states going off at one time. 400 guys in each of the 10 states going off, shooting and killing and throwing hand grenades and blowing up people. and blowing up transportation and blowing up, and then plus the hackers hacking and all these different things, shutting off people's utilities and all these things, shutting off transportation, shutting off all kinds of things, communication, just shutting things off. These are the things that's about to happen here in America because of what they're doing over there in northwestern Africa, known as the Middle East. You see, there's repercussions about what they're doing, and it's all going to come back around here to who? Where? America, Idumea. So we'd like to take this time to go ahead and close it out. We'd like to thank you ever so much for watching the video. Hopefully you were provoked to thought if you were not edified. So we're going to go ahead and close it out. We'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the hopeful elect.